What's up, guys? It's Hell, and today we got another fastest ways how to find a stronghold. Alright, so it's not actually as hard as you might think. It's actually very much doable, and all you're gonna need is about 50 blocks of obsidian and a flint and steel and a handful of iron enders. And the reason being is that we're going to make some nether portals to help us get around a little bit quicker. So first, I'll give you some backstory on what strongholds are. So strongholds are the entrance to the end where you fight the ender dragon, and how they spawn are they spawn between 640 blocks and 1152 blocks from the center being 0, 0, and it spawns in a radius of that amount. So not exactly a square, but as a circle around where the coordinates 0, 0 are. So I'm going to pull up a map real quick. Alright, so this map right here is the map for seed number 1 for PC 1.8.3. This may be irrelevant by the time you watch this, maybe not, I don't know. So right here I have some squares and a circle marked on this, and the squares represent 0, 640, 0, negative 640, 640, 0, and negative 640, 0, and 0, 0, all respectively. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up some nether portals at those locations so that we can travel between these different locations, and it's going to be easier using the nether to do this. So all we got to do is set up some nether portals at 80, 0, 0, 80, negative 80, 0, and 0, and negative and 80, 0. You guys get the idea. So we're going to do that now. So that's why we have the 50 blocks of obsidian. So the first 10 are going to be used to make your first portal, and this can be made anywhere. I have it made at 0, 0, which is where we're located right now. So we're going to go ahead and hop into the nether. Wow. So yeah, that was weird, right? It actually put us right on the edge right here. It's either die or die. Like, there's actually no way out of this, because if you're if you're inside that, then you can't break the blocks behind the portal. So that's just actually very unfortunate. So don't make a portal at 0, 0 on seed 1, guys. There's your lesson for today. Alright, so I'm not really too much concerned about this portal anymore, so we're just gonna leave and go to 0, 80. We'll just do that one first. So actually it's this way. Well, this will be easier. So we'll just go to 80, negative 80, 0. That's where we're headed first. So we're going to drop the first portal right here at negative 80, and we'll light that one up. And then now let's go to, you can go into it and check, but I'm setting up the portals in advance. So I'm going to go to now 80, 0, and light that guy up. Oh, oops. Alright. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to back on the other axis and do the same thing at the opposite directions, except this time it'll be 0 in this direction, and then again in this direction, and we'll light this guy up. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, okay, so you get three strongholds that spawn with your world, okay? And they all spawn within that 640 to 1152 block radius from 0, 0. So somewhere between that portal, that portal, that portal, and that portal, there are 3-ish, potentially, strongholds. So this is the minimum distance, but that's why we have the Eye of Enders. Alright, so we have our nether portal set up. Okay, so now this part, that's the hard part right there, okay? Setting up the nether portals. Okay, so what you can do is, to help you out a little bit, is to go all the way to 1152 for the nether portals. Not inside the nether, but set up your nether portals at 144. So 0, 144 0, -144, just basically directly behind these 4 portals. Just go out up to 144 and set up some more portals. And what you can do is when you go through the portal and you throw the ender pearl, or not the ender pearl, but the eye of ender, and it goes towards the further direction. You go back into your portal and then go down to the further portal and then throw the ender eye of ender, and then that'll help you kind of triangulate the location of the stronghold by throwing the 2 eye of enders. So I'm just gonna pick a random one here. Let's just go to this one because it's out in the middle of the open over here. It's closer to where I was standing. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the portal and then throw the eye of ender and just follow it. So this basically just gives us an idea of about where it should be. And then of course using the nether portals would help us to set up the distance of where the stronghold should be. So of course we're getting stuck in a tree now. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to come on top of the portal here, and I am just going to throw this in the air. Look around for it. There it is. And then let's start heading in that direction. And you generally don't need to throw another one for a while, because you know it's really no point. You just travel a little ways, you know, and then throw another one and see if it changed directions, because just throwing a bunch of them is really not going to help you out at all. You know, just come down, so go over maybe 100 blocks and then throw yourself another one. Oh, look at that. Wait, we must have passed it already. Okay. So just come back this way. And it was in between there. I'm just going to stand directly in the middle between where I was and where I was before, over there by the nether portal, and I'm just throw this up. Let's look around for it. Man, I hate not being able to see these things. Maybe it's going down. Oh, there's your problem. Okay, so here it is. Here is the stronghold. We'll just go straight down here. And wow, right there. Okay. Let's put this back kindly. I apologize, Mr. Silverfish. And there you go. That's the easiest way to find a stronghold. And that does it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Tell me down in the comments what you guys would like to see in another fastest ways. And hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos. I'm Hell, and I'll catch you later.